Well, we're here today at Brands Hatch for the Driven by Sport event in the British touring car paddock. I am joined alongside me now by Simon Melluish, who is usually the comms director for the BTCC, but today you are wearing a very different hat.
Yep, I am, Izzy. Thanks for coming along yourself, and obviously your contribution is absolutely huge. But yes, it's great for us to kick off the Driven by Sport initiative. It's part of a real community spirit that we want to promote in the BTCC this year. We've begun with our first event with one of the local schools coming down and learning all things motorsport and maybe about future careers. But yeah, we've got lots of events planned for the remainder of the year and moving forward.
We have two very special racing drivers joining us. We have four-time touring car champion Ash Sutton, who's going to join us, and my group doing the interviews. You'll be able to ask him some questions. And we also have multiple race winner Tom Chilton with us, and he's going to be sat down here designing the liveries with you guys. So we want to give them a nice warm welcome. In they come.
So I'm here at Brands Hatch, and as you can see, I'm not in the pit lane, I'm in the outer paddock. We've had loads of children around us asking us wonderful and wacky questions, as you can imagine, from a bunch of 10-year-olds, which I'm very used to, having a 10-year-old myself. This morning I got told I was going to be here with the children. I can see all of the liveries they're doing. Apparently I've got to draw one in a minute. But my son Charlie in the back, I got four boys. My youngest one, Charlie's 3.5. He said, "Daddy, I got a sticker for you." He gave me a sticker in the car today and it says, "You're a blast." So that is my lucky sticker. I'm going to keep that on here. I look like I'm supposed to be here with all these children. They've got stickers on me.
Hi, I'm Ash Sutton and I'm here with Driven by Sport. So today I've been with Driven by Sport, where I get a chance to go and meet the local community and see and get interrogated mainly by the younger generation, and they want to ask all the crazy, weird questions. So it's a fantastic insight, and it's great to share my experiences with them.
Can you write your name next to it so I remember?
Of course I can.
I'm framing this.
I'll put my number as well. There you go.
I'll call you later.
Ooh, best opponent. Oh, that's a good. It's going to be Tom's teammate, which is Tom Ingram.
When you win the race, how much money do you get?
That would have had to be on camera, didn't it? Enough. Let's just leave it with enough.
Do you feel safe when you're in your racing car?
Good question. So do I feel safe? Yes, I do. So the cars have got, in terms of safety regulations, we've got a lot of stuff that protects us as drivers, even down to our helmet, fireproofs, roll cages in the car, seats, harnesses. So yeah, I do feel safe.
And how important is it to have events like Driven by Sport to bring those kids into the paddock where they wouldn't necessarily get these kind of opportunities?
I think the biggest thing, of course, look, the education side is huge, and obviously some of these STEM categories that we're learning about today, and also for these guys, if they would like a future in the motorsport industry, looking at all the different jobs that they could do. But I think the biggest thing we've all enjoyed is seeing the smile on the kids' faces and how much fun they've had. It's a great day out for them, and yeah, it's been really rewarding, I think, for all of us involved, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has been. I mean, there's been a lot of smiles and a lot of great questions.
You've got some green and blue. I can do autographs, I can do that, no problem at all. It's nice seeing what children do because their brains are wonderful at this age. They just come up with so many different ideas and different colours. I think we've got a few Picassos in there. I mean, hey, I'm a man-child. You should have seen what I just did. I got go faster flames going up the side. It's just nice seeing the creativity from everybody because, you know, one day they might end up designing a race car. You know, they can say, it was that time I went to Brands Hatch when I was 10 years old, Driven by Sport. It inspired them to design a Formula One car. Who knows? And it was all because this very day here at Brands Hatch.
From a community perspective, what impact do you hope that events like this have?
The championship has always been for the people. We've always tried to bring the championship as close to our fan base as we possibly can. We're always thinking of new ways. I've always said, you know, we have our pit lane walkabouts, and I think, you know, people know the paddock's very open across a race weekend, and we really do try to bring the championship to the people. When thinking about what more can we do, we've got some hospital visits planned, we've got charity events planned, and yes, we've got our fan base that come to us, but also why don't we bring the sport to them? And we've seen some motorsport fans here today. Some have already watched BTCC or Formula One, but we've had others who haven't been to motorsport before, and they'll certainly leave as a fan, so it's good for the future as well.
Hi, my name's Mickey. I work for Goodyear. So we supply all the tyres, but British touring car. So the grooves, when it rains, the water's on, the water goes into the grooves and it gets pushed out. That's how it clears the water. On the count of 3, I'll go 1, 2, 3, say Goodyear. 1, 2, 3, Goodyear.
And I think one of the nice things as well is that yes, motorsport is often focused understandably on the racing, but today we're showcasing a host of different opportunities and a host of different jobs. How important is that to showcase?
I think it's huge, and understanding how accessible it is. Maybe it's a stigma or a barrier about motorsport. Of course, we understand there's a lot of expense involved. So, and I had the same myself when I grew up, and I actually grew up very local to Brands Hatch. So also had those same concerns because you understand the wealth and money involved in certain aspects of the sport. But seeing the other areas that kids can get into, I was quite surprised actually. We asked them a lot of questions, and you would think driver would be the one that most of them would say, but they want to do first aid, they want to be mechanics, presenters like yourself. Of course, we've definitely seen some budding presenters. We're in trouble for our futures because they've asked some very good questions today.
Yeah, they certainly have, and they've been grilling the drivers as well, which I'm sure they enjoyed.
Have you ever done a donut on the track?
Not on the track.
Have you ever done a donut?
Yes.
When I do ground training,
Yeah.
I come around this corner and I always hit barriers.
Maybe you need to slow down a bit more. Trust me, I've done it in real life. It's just as bad as probably on the game.
If you weren't in the touring cars, who would be your favourite driver?
Oh, you lot have got some good questions. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I'm about to favour one. I'm actually going to say Josh Cook, because I like his style of driving. He's aggressive, which reminds me of myself, but he's also very fair and he's very quick. So yeah, there you go.
When you're in the race car, how loud is it?
It gets very loud. So we wear ear protectors and also earphones so we can talk to the team. So that protects our ears, but if we take them out, it's very, very loud. You wouldn't want to be in it for much longer than half hour.
How did it feel inside the car when driving at such speeds?
So, one thing that does happen, and we all experience it as drivers, it gets very hot, believe it or not. So we have to wear so many layers, it gets very hot.
What's your favourite big cat?
Favourite big
Cat.
cat? Oh, are you referring to like lions, tigers, things like that? Is
Yeah.
that what you're referring to? So I would say, tiger. I'm going tiger. Yours?
Jaguars.
Jaguars, very nice. There's been some wacky questions, that's for sure. I definitely feel like I've been interrogated. But yeah, it's great. It's great to sort of give back. There's an element of that. But it's also seeing the younger generation, what they kind of aspire to do, the things they want to go out and achieve. It's a great insight.
Yeah, why is it important when your father takes you to your first football game, and you play football in the back garden? Why is it important the first day you ever go to a racetrack? Because you've never been before. It's exciting. It plants a seed that there's a chance. If you come to the racetrack, you go, oh, I could be a driver, I could be a mechanic, an engineer, a data engineer, or a designer. There's so many jobs in a race team, hence we have 30 people in our race team. There's so many different jobs, and every single one of those kids, they will all be strong in different areas. No child, no human being is the same. So I think racetracks are brilliant because you've got so many different angles you can approach mentally and what people are good at, and motorsport offers a job for everybody, and that's what I like the most about this sport.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a dream to be in motorsport, go and chase it. No one's stopping you. Your biggest limitations is yourself. Nothing's impossible. So there's many opportunities out there, whether you're a boy, girl, doesn't matter. There is many, many opportunities that you can go and do.
In terms of the championship then, from if we look at it from your other perspective, what does it mean for the championship to partner with initiatives like this?
Well, look, we couldn't do all of this without our partners as well. Obviously, today's event is presented by Kwik Fit, and they're a huge supporter as well. And it is really just about that community focus. We're not saying, look, we understand the pressures of Formula One and our colleagues there, and we've all worked in that paddock and understand that they're under different pressures. It's not so easy for them to bring everything to that community, but we feel like we've got that opportunity. We're trying to take it. There's always more that we can do. I'm absolutely sure of it, because it's my job to keep trying to push and I believe this championship strikes a chord with the community, but we also have to understand that we're in a very privileged position, you know, whether we're drivers doing our jobs or part of the teams, trying to take a little bit of that to, sometimes it's with people that are less privileged than others as well. So yeah, it's making them understand that they can achieve it too.
Right, okay, so my name's Dom. Okay, please call me Dom. I'm a scientist by background. We're going to do some STEM, so some science, technology, engineering and maths, but mostly you're going to do coding. Have you done coding before? Have you done Scratch at school?
Yeah.
And you kind of mentioned it, but I mean, we've seen such excitement on the kids' faces today. How much does that mean to see an initiative like this put that smile on their faces? I mean, some of them have just lit up at some of the activities that we've been doing.
Yeah, it is a real privilege because it's probably not something we got into motorsport, and you and I probably didn't think, oh, okay, this is an aspect of what we will be doing. But we all remember school trips when we were younger, and that smiles that we had whether we went to museums or zoos or whatever it might have been. And this one, from an educational point of view, has had a real strong message.
This sort of thing I didn't ever go through or experience when I was younger. Whether that opportunity was there or not, I'm unsure of, but it's not something I actually sort of witnessed or went through firsthand. So I think it's great, I think it's fantastic. It gives people an insight to what we do as drivers, our lives and things like that.
The fun aspect is just, it's just a real delight for all of us, and we've had Ash Sutton and Tom Chilton here today. I don't think I've seen them smile as much doing, I have to make them do lots of press events or, you know, whatever it might be. And today they looked like they thoroughly enjoyed themselves too. So yeah, it's win-win for everybody.
There's loads of reasons ultimately why we want to give back. I think my biggest one, I come from a background of not much. To be able to give something back out of my own experiences and benefits, shall we say, from being a professional racing driver, to be able to give that back to the younger generation is great. And hopefully it inspires some of them to get involved in motorsport, whether that's where you're in the hot seat or whether you're sat in the garages. It'd be nice to see many of those young faces in the paddock at some point.
Hopefully me and Ash here today could show the children that it's a fun day out. We're terrible at colouring. There's lots of job opportunities in the future. There's a job for everybody in motorsport. I think it's just a fun day out for the kids. So I'm happy they all had a great time.
There we go.
Can you do a selfie before we go?
Yeah, can do. Let's do that.
There we go.
Everyone want to get in?
Everyone get him, smile, hands in the air, thumbs up. Perfect.
There we go.
Kids, thank you. Have a good day.
Perfect. See you later.
Yeah, bye.
As I say, I think it's just really important that we continue with this initiative and keep giving back where we can.
Yeah, we've certainly had our knowledge, motorsport and in the wider world, put to the test by some of the kids. Thank you so much for joining me, and long may it continue.
No problem. Thanks, Izzy.